are. Cool, we're live. Okay. Hello, welcome YouTubers. This is Chuck with Electric Scooter Guide. Today you're watching episode 15 of the Scooter Chat live show. If you didn't already notice, there's a guy sitting right next to me. His name is David. He's the CEO of Unagi Scooters. Hello, David.
Hello. Happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming. This week is Unagi week, and so basically we have some content already put out there. We're going to release a new review video of the Unagi scooter, but first I think it's just cool because this is our first live guest. We've had guests on the live chat before, just chatting it up, but actually we've never had somebody sitting here before, so this is awesome. And you know, David, we asked David if we could do anything special for our viewers, and he actually was kind enough to give you guys 15% off of the Unagi scooter. And I don't know how long that lasts for. We'll have to, I guess, talk about that.
Not too long, so act now.
Okay. There we go.
Before my dealers get upset with me.
Boom.
That we're offering this discount.
There you go. Act now.
And I only did it because this guy really pushed me real hard to do it. So.
We do. All right, so you know our mission. We're here to help you find the best electric scooter for you. We do this every Tuesday at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Rain or sun or shine, rain or snow, whatever it is, we'll be here. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, let everybody know that what we're doing. If you're on Instagram, all of our latest stuff is always on Instagram. Also, our stories, I'm always doing behind the scenes stuff. So check out the Instagram. And then finally, if you have a question and you're watching this live, hit up the live chat. If you're not live, go to our Facebook group because the link is in the description for all of these. But on Facebook, what we do is we have a giant community, and not only will the community answer your questions, but we will answer your questions as well. We're on there multiple times a day. So right now, that's the best place to figure out what scooter is the right one for you.
That would be Unagi.
Okay, yes. Great. News. So first we're going to go to news, and then we're going to, I got a couple questions queued up for David. All right, so first thing, Swagtron now through December 31st. So first of all, Black Friday's coming next week. I know everybody's kind of going crazy trying to figure out what scooter to get. So a couple Black Friday things real quick. We are going to have a show next Tuesday, by the way. It will be our Black Friday show. But Swagtron says, now through December 31st, every purchase you make at swagtron.com using the code GivingIsSwag. Again, link to this is in the video description, so you don't have to memorize what I'm saying. But you'll get 5% off your purchase, and automatically Swagtron will donate 5% off to Toys for Tots, which is a great organization. They're going to match everything up to $10,000. So that's pretty cool. They're also doing some like signed giveaways by celebrities and stuff like that. How come you guys haven't done that?
We sell the best scooter you can own.
Okay.
Well, we're giving an unbelievable deal.
That's true.
Right now.
15 is...
If you want to get a Swagtron, I mean, sure, it's like the difference between a Prius and a Tesla, but yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
No, we got a great discount on the Unagi. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay. So
I'm not letting anything go in this live chat.
I see that. That's awesome. And by the way, hey Nathan, I see Nathan's over here. All right, so second thing, Fluid Freeride. Everybody's asking about that. They're starting their Black Friday deals. We're gonna release them on Thursday. We know what they are. They're good. Hold off until Thursday, and then we'll post those. And then of course, check out our coupons page for the Black Friday deals because we've compiled everything in there. All right, so without further ado, right, let's chat about some Unagi stuff. My fiance says welcome to our house, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
Her name is Vienna. So
thank you, Vienna. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, maybe she'll come home early and join us.
Thank you for the cream soda.
Yeah, that's right. He had one of the Zevia sodas. So, all right. So, so we got the Unagi behind us. We have actually tested out, this is the third version that we've tested out, and even though on Unagi's website, the newest version is an upgrade to everything, and that's what you'll get if you buy the scooter now. And there's some upgraded features on it. But before we get into the scooter, just wanted to ask David a couple questions. Number one, why did you start the company, and why did you decide to make an electric scooter?
Sure. Well, about 1.5 2 years ago, I became obsessed with ride-sharing scooters. I was predisposed as I was a snowboarder for 25 years, and I was good friends with the guys who started Line Bike.
Okay.
And I started riding them every day. The value proposition and convenience was off the charts for me, and they literally changed my life and how I got around the Bay Area.
Okay.
But I had an epiphany riding to a Whole Foods about 1.5 years ago on a rideshare scooter. I went in to buy some groceries. I came out and my rideshare scooter was gone, as we all know happens. And so unfortunately for me, there was no other scooter there. I had just bought a $7 pint of ice cream, and it was 75 degrees outside. So I was like, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to find a scooter. I got to one that was about a half mile away. As I approached it, somebody beat me to the punch and rode off on the scooter. I got home with melted ice cream, and I thought, I just want to own one. I don't want to do ride sharing.
Yeah.
I've worked really hard. I've been building software companies for 25 years. I was the CEO of Beats Music, which is now Apple Music, with 30 million subscribers. I built core technology that made iTunes work, Grace Note. And I can afford a scooter,
Yeah.
I've worked hard, and I just couldn't find one that I wanted.
Yeah.
I looked at everything. When I get obsessed, I go super deep. And I found one that looked kind of better than the others. What I really wanted was this magical combination of power, range, and portability. Portability to me is really important. Me and Chuck argue over this. He often thinks portable's under 40 pounds. I think, portable's under 28.
Well,
so,
I don't know if you've seen those guns before.
Exactly. It's all that pickleball.
Yes.
So was trying to find the magic scooter. I got one shipped to me from China off of Alibaba that looked like it checked the boxes more than others, and came with no warranty, no service, and it was broken right out of the box in a few different ways, but it worked. And I just thought, man, Line Bike and Bird are educating the global population about these devices. There's going to be a subset of people that decide they want to own one.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to create a scooter that I was proud to own. We tested every scooter under the sun, and I'm convinced that this is the best scooter somebody can own.
All right. Very good. And I think a lot of people can resonate. I know like most of the personal market that I've talked to, they kind of got into electric scooters, not making their own scooter, but they got into scooters the same reason. It's like the gateway drug to owning your own is this like Lime and Bird scooter share. And so people ride that, they find the value in it, and then they're like, wait, it's not always available. Maybe it's covered in poop. Maybe the brakes are cut. Maybe you get a lime thief and they just snake your scooter away from you. So anyway, I think a lot of people can resonate with that.
I was in Venice Beach a few weeks ago. I had to hit about 3 scooters before I found one that worked.
Sorry, that's my phone.
All good.
I thought I turned that off. Go ahead.
He told me to turn my radio off.
Yeah, I probably told you and I forgot to do it myself. That's T-Mobile telling us about the power situation here. Great.
So the batteries are dead, they're broken. It's not a great experience, but it's a good gateway drug to ownership from my perspective.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right, so I don't know if we all knew. Real quick, I'm just gonna say John Carrillo, he had a son that was looking for a scooter. He says the scooter looks awesome. Thank you. It is. We're going to show some pictures here. Let me just go ahead and show the full screen profile of the scooter. You can see it behind me too. We'll get some of these questions answered in a minute. But the other question, I have one other question for David, and then we'll kind of go over the scooter. We can get some of the questions from the audience here. So one thing of note is that Unagi, they just raised $3.4 million in a round of funding. Is it a seed round? Or no, Series A?
It's called a Series Seed.
Seed, because you have a product already.
No, Series Seed is kind of before an A and after angel funding.
Oh, Series Seed.
Series
okay.
Seed.
I think you said seed.
Yeah, it's new semantics. New
okay, Series Seed. Okay.
Right.
So they raised $3.4 million, which I believe is the most that any personal electric scooter company has raised.
Probably.
Do you know?
Probably.
So my question is when are you going to buy your island?
Oh, well, we don't use the money for that.
Okay.
We're not Epstein. We don't buy islands.
Okay.
But
what will you use? So the question is we've tested out this 3rd gen. We're going to have a review video coming out probably tomorrow if we can get that done.
Yeah.
Ramir's over there working on it right now.
Yeah.
But what is the money for? Like, what are you going to do with it?
Well, I mean, first I'll say it's very rare these days for a hardware company to get venture funding. Mm-hmm. It doesn't happen that often, but it was on the heels of rave reviews on The Verge, Gizmodo, Engadget, Wired. CNET did a shootout with 30 scooters and we won. And so there was a lot of excitement for what we built, and that was what got us to the $3.5 million. And so with that money, we're really just spreading it across the board.
Yeah.
Much better customer service. We now have someone answering the phones almost 24 hours a day.
Awesome.
Incredible warranty, great service.
Yeah.
We're investing a lot in R&D, so next year.
That's what I'm interested in is what, and I was talking to Jeremy, the COO, who was over here the other day.
Yeah.
Awesome guy, knows everything. I was blown away with the fact that, I'm all interested in more of the technical and the details and stuff like that. And what I was kind of blown away with was the fact that I think you guys have your own employees at different levels of the supply chain doing quality control, because that's such a big issue with electric scooters. It doesn't matter the brand, even the top level brands will have defects, and that's why it's good to purchase from a reputable company and not AliExpress. But you guys kind of took it one step further, I believe.
Yeah, we even now have our own employees at the manufacturing plant looking at every single scooter that goes in a box.
That's what I was hearing.
So
that's pretty. That's cool. The other thing that this is all actually in the review. The written review is live right now. It's linked in the video description. The other thing about the customer service that a lot of scooter companies don't offer is if there's an issue with the scooter, I think first 30 days, send it back. It's like Amazon Prime, basically, right? Mm-hmm. You don't like it, send it back. And I think you get your money back.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If it's, then there's a 12-month warranty. When you do have a problem with the scooter, if you do, and you send it back, I think you guys are paying for shipping, which is rare. Second thing is, again, we did a research with Jeremy.
Shipping.
Yeah, you guys are paying for the shipping. And I think what Jeremy was saying is that you're doing cross shipping to get a new scooter to the person right away. So before you guys would receive the scooter, I know I'm telling you.
No, that's accurate.
Yeah,
we almost always swap
a
brand new scooter.
Yeah.
If there's ever an issue.
These are all actually really rare things right now. Even the brands that we recommend the most, and of course we love a lot of brands. We have great relationships with a lot of brands, and we love scooters. But that's a really rare thing that you actually will have a scooter shipped to you right away before Unagi even takes their scooter back. So anyway. Cool. So the $3.4 million is for R&D, better customer service.
We're going to come out with some amazing things
small
next
island.
year. We're going to
Just
come out with some amazing things.
All right, cool. That is Watson.
Hi, Watson.
Yeah, camera can't see him. Yeah, you can.
Right.
He came up the other day. Come on. Well, he's looking. You guys can't see this. It's pretty hilarious. My cat is just basically right there. Okay. So let's answer some questions first. Omar Piane, hello. I hope I said that right. Says, I love your shows. Thank you. Appreciate that. Any new model with suspension in the pipeline is the question.
I cannot answer that question. I will say that these air gaps do create some suspension.
I'm going to show the
But
picture.
These are always trade-offs, right? We're obsessed with lightweight. and
Yeah.
we really cater to the urban commuter as our core audience. Someone who's going to take their scooter on public transportation.
Yeah.
Someone who's going to take it up flights of stairs. Someone who wants to take it into a cafe. I throw mine in the shopping cart basket at Whole Foods while I shop.
Yeah.
And so suspension adds complexity and weight. We want to do it in a way that
keeps
to
the
keep
weight
the weight
down.
down.
Yeah.
And so these are all trade-offs. You're also often adding, the compliance and the softness from a suspension causes a loss in maneuverability and kind of the performance. It's like a cushy SUV versus a Porsche.
Okay.
One's got very firm suspension that hugs the roads.
Yeah.
It has great turning ability and maneuverability.
I'm going to show a video
And one's
of
a
that.
cushy ride. And they're two different kinds of things. So
Cool. Okay. And maybe in the future.
maybe in the future.
Okay. We'll have to stay tuned. Okay. John, thanks. He says the scooter looks pretty. I think so too. I think it's one of the best designs of a scooter. I will tell you that Vienna, who is watching, the only scooter she's ever said she would want to ride or look good was actually this scooter. And I think a lot of scooters, love scooters, but they're, a little utilitarian right now, design. And let me see, on this video, we might be
We're
able
obsessed
to see.
with design. I mean, we're the only scooters that have gorgeous paint jobs. And come in
It's
beautiful
shiny.
colors. But
Shiny.
it's automotive finish quality paint jobs.
Yeah, cool. Omar is asking any Unagi reseller in Norway.
We do have resellers in Norway. If you reach out to me personally, David at unagiscooters.com, I will find the name. Norwegian does not roll off my tongue.
Okay.
Although I do speak Swedish, Omar.
So you got one in Norway.
We have,
Cool.
we
Or
have,
someone in the EU.
yes, we do.
Okay.
No, well, we sell direct through almost all of the EU, but we have resellers and distributors in Scandinavia,
Okay.
Sweden, Norway, and
Got
Iceland.
it.
Now we have
Okay.
Iceland too.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, Joshua is asking, what is the actual range of the scooter? Also, is the scooter water resistant? So you can answer. Well,
Yeah.
so we did a range test.
Yeah.
You guys probably have.
Use his numbers. I
Yep.
mean,
So I'm gonna show you over here. So, who said that? Sorry, I forgot who said that. The comment already got. Joshua. So Joshua, if you want to check out any of our performance tests, what you want to do is go on the site. I hope this should be working. Yep, cool. And what you do is you go to this page. It should be linked in the video description, and you can actually check out all the stats on every scooter that we've ever tested. For some reason, the whole thing's not coming. Anyway, I believe it's 8.5 miles on dual motor mode in the fastest setting.
yeah. So when you want to save power, you can go on single motor at a slower power and get more range. But here's the important message about range that I'd like to get out today.
Okay.
There's a lot of different spec wars that go down. You've got scooters come out like the 9 Max that are all about range, and they talk about the range. If you study the market and you look at the data, Horace Daydew, who's kind of the god for analytics in the market, he shows the data that not that many people ride electric scooters more than 3 miles a day. That's why they're often called a last mile solution. And when you look at the data, over 3 miles, a lot of people switch to electric bikes. And so when you think about that, anything in the 7 or 8 mile range is already overkill for most people's daily use. And we're way more focused about portability and weight. If you have a scooter that has a lot of range, you're going to add a lot of weight through the battery. And you have to ask yourself, are you going to be the person that really needs more than 3 to 5 miles a day? Mm-hmm. If you are, you're going to be paying for it in something that's going to get heavier to carry. So you really got to know your own use case. I think a lot of people, they see the spec, wow, it has all this range. They take it home and they go, I can't lift this, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they go, well, I only needed 3 or 4 miles a day.
Yep. So, and I'll also say, so Horus, the god of, yes, true, right? Scooter owners do typically ride their scooters a little bit more. We did our own survey on Reddit 7 or 8 months ago. We're going to do it again towards the end of the year. And we got 6 to 7 miles in total being the average for the personal market.
In a day.
Yeah. And so I know scooters go up to 25 miles, etc., right? And you need to look at what your commute is. Second thing that a lot of people forget is that I don't know how much it is to buy yours, usually $20 to buy a second charger. You just leave it at work. So when you put it under your desk, you can just plug it in. And then, the other thing about scooters, every scooter, is that as the battery goes down, you lose voltage and you lose power. You lose acceleration. Yeah. That's not anything that anybody has ever fixed or could fix, I suppose. I'm not an engineer, but that's just how they work. And so having it plugged in, you can get that super fast speed, which I don't know if we should say it, but we found a way to unlock the Unagi, we put it where it's going to be in a future video. We were talking with some suppliers and they kind of spilled it or whatever.
I cannot confirm or deny this information.
Anyway, we've got it. We'll have it in a video.
Folks out there that spilled the beans, shame on you.
Yeah, but it's in the scooter that's shipping, so you can use it. So check out the video. I can just tell you we won't talk about it right now. Also, in your state, you need to make sure that it's okay to go up to 19 or 20 miles an hour. A lot of the scooters are, capped at 15, 16, which the Unagi is as well. But there is this kind of little Konami code that you can put in.
I will say that this new V3, I feel pretty confident is about the fastest, most torquey, lightweight scooter. Yeah,
so we have data on that too, actually. And, good. The website is working for me too. Okay, so check this out. So what David's saying is correct. As far as acceleration, as far as any scooter that we've tested, under 30 pounds, and I believe under $1,000 unless the wide wheel goes on sale. So if you look here, acceleration to 15, let's sort it this way. You can see the fastest scooters in the world right now, right here, and there's links to them. You can check out our reviews. This is the Unagi right here, and we got it to 15 miles an hour in 4.4 seconds, which is the fastest scooter at its weight class that we've ever tested. We're going to check out the E2 GT, which we're going to see. I have a feeling it's not going to be quite as fast because I believe it's single motor. Also, what's kind of interesting is that the Fluid Freeride Horizon, which is a 500 watt motor, actually took 4.7 seconds to get up to speed. And I think a lot of that is to do with this scooter is a dual motor scooter. So you typically don't see dual motor scooters on anything less than dual 500s, which is, I believe, the wide wheel. After that, you're looking at dual 800 to dual 1000 to upwards if you want to spend that much money. So this, for its weight, is the only scooter that's dual motor. It's dual 250s, and it does perform well there. Also on the hill climb test, which is our other measure of performance, you can sort and filter, but basically I'm not going to belabor the point. But you can see the times. It actually was pretty close with the $1,400 eMove Cruiser, which is a 56-pound scooter.
Yeah. Now, one other thing I want to say.
It is quite fast.
There's so many variables to owning one of these things, including ergonomics, the whole look and feel, the experience, the pride of ownership. The quality materials that go into this are incredibly high. And so we charge more than a lot of other scooters, but when you get it and you use it, you get it and you go, I see why this costs more. Everything on the scooter is a custom part. Almost every other scooter off-the-shelf parts. So what I would urge everyone is get yourself off the spec war. We have a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee. Take one of these and I'm confident you will never want to give this away.
Okay.
Because it is the nicest scooter. We've tested them all. Almost all. Okay. He's tested more.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you for that. I hope we answered the question. Patrick Lane. Hey, Patrick. I know you have the eMove Cruiser. He's on our Facebook group. He's a big scooter fan now, I believe. He says, nice that they pay for shipping. It is nice that they pay for shipping. Very few people pay. Once in a while, you'll find somebody that pays one way for shipping. So, yeah, he's saying here that other scooter makers. Would this scooter be classified as more of a starter scooter? What do you think?
I would never want to graduate from this. If graduating is a big heavy scooter, that's just not our trip. You know, some people like very big, fast, heavy scooters. I think those are great if you live in the suburbs, if you don't plan on carrying it. Different strokes for different folks. If you live in a city and you're a commuter, I don't know what you graduate to. I mean, so, you know, it all depends on your use case.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so basically what we do, right, is we're all about figuring out the right scooter for the person, right? Because it's like asking what's the best car, right? There's no best car. Right? There's no best scooter. It's what scooter makes sense for you. And so I think to David's point, like, this is an urban type commuter, right? It's not a 25-mile super long range commuter, right? I think it works best for somebody that is within a mile or two of their wherever they're going. If it's like BART, we have BART, or like your public transportation. If your work is a mile or two away, and if you're on, I would say, good to medium roads. You don't want to have really bad roads with this scooter because, you know, it's not built for that, basically.
I would say it's good for up to 6 to 8 miles a day. For someone who lives in a city, for someone who wants to carry the scooter, you know, I had the boosted rev last week. They make these things look portable, but when you actually try to lift it,
that one's a tough one because it's got a shiny kind of slick and it's a stem like this, so
we have different philosophies. I would never carry a scooter over 30 pounds. So if you want a portable scooter, it's always a trade-off.
Yeah. So
it all depends on what you're looking for. If you live in the suburbs, you got a garage, you want to go on a long cruiser, lock your scooter up outside. There's some big, beefy, nice cruisers I always see in your house.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of different ones.
All over the place right now. Sorry.
If you're an urban commuter, you're going in and out of cafes, in and out of offices, you want to take it on public transportation.
Yeah.
I think this is the best scooter you can have.
When I'm going, so this is what I kind of say is like when I'm going down the road, I'm always, basically every day I've got this corner store that I go to. I right now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inboxes, 4 in my car. So I have however many scooters that is right now, and we have a storage unit full of other scooters. We'll rotate them through. For me, my favorite scooter for going on that trip to the corner store when I need to like go down the stairs, I live upstairs. I've always said 45 pounds for me is what I think is portable. Everybody, you know, but I'm obviously stronger than the average person, or stronger than this guy. Anyway, so
if you guys want a portable scooter and you take home a 40-pound scooter, you are going to be bumming.
So for me, right? So for me, I will say that this is my favorite scooter to go on that trip, and it's because the stem lock is extremely fast. I hope this video shows it. I'll show, you know, you don't want to see the up close of the stem lock right now. This video has a part of it. The stem lock is the fastest in the industry right now, I believe. It's also zippy, and when I unlock it to 19, I get to where I'm going really fast, and I'm on a good road. So the speed of me going from taking the scooter from my living room down the stairs, unfolding it, and going and getting to my destination may actually be, we're gonna have to time it against other bigger scooters that may go faster than 19, but when you're going half a mile, 3/4 of a mile on a quick trip, that speed and being able to carry the scooter, the stem that's actually small, so people that have smaller hands are gonna be able to carry it, right? There are scooters like the ES series of Segway, which their balance point has a big old charging port on it, and it's a giant stem where the battery's located. And that thing, even though it weighs 27 pounds, 28 pounds, it feels way heavier. And it's going to be hard for somebody that's lighter to carry, someone with smaller hands. So I absolutely think that
we're all different. You know, me, if I'm riding more than 3 miles on a long trip with bad roads, I would personally rather be on an electric bicycle. I don't like to be on a 45-pound scooter for long trips on bad roads. I just feel better and more stable on a bike. for short last mile solution, this is my favorite scooter.
Cool. Moving on. Spence Nguyen says, how about folding handles or turn signal lights?
Both excellent questions.
Yeah. Foldable handles.
We talk about this. I like both of those ideas. You know, for turn signals, most people are riding scooters in the bike lanes, so it's not mission critical. You're not in the traffic like a motorcycle, and even bicycles don't have turn signals. So we like it. It's something that's a nice to have. There are some very cool new helmets that have the signals built in, if you've seen them.
Yeah.
So for people who want a turn signal, I love those ones that blink on the helmet. This is the best folding mechanism I've seen on any scooter. It's incredibly fast. It's a patented one-click fold mechanism. Sometimes I wished it turned. You know, that it wasn't perpendicular, that the handlebar actually went that way to take up some less real estate.
Oh, to fold in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is helpful on certain commutes,
Yeah.
right? It can be helpful. But the Unagi handlebars are not that wide. I haven't measured them, but I know the Xiaomi is like 17 inches. I believe that's probably more like 15, 16 if I were to guess. They're comfortable. I also want to say that, you know, a lot of the issues that electric scooters are having right now, riders are having, is that, you know, it's not great to take your hands off the wheel. So if you do absolutely have to signal, right, you know, we have the hand signals, but when you're riding an electric scooter, you don't really want to do that unless you're super pro, and even then, you can get the wobbles.
Taking a hand off an electric scooter is very dangerous.
Kind of a no-no.
It's a no-no.
It's kind of a no-no. Just don't do it.
I learned my lesson once.
Yeah.
I was testing the security of an item in one of my pockets. I was worried that it was in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Took my hand off.
Yeah.
Not a
it
good
kills
idea.
me when I see
It's
people
not a
on
good
scooters and they're on the phone with one hand. And
you will fall and you will get hurt most likely.
This is why the sharing market is full of injuries right now. So, also one thing about electric scooters is that, you know, if you are going into a turn, right, these lights will the lights will start flashing when you start slowing down, as long as you're using the thumb throttle, right? The thumb brake on the left side. I'll show you a picture of that real quick. Cockpit, boom. The left side, you can see you have, you know, most scooters have this, but this one's maybe a little brighter than others, is that it will start flashing very rapidly as you're slowing down to alert people behind you that you may make a turn. So, I mean, that's the best we have right now. There's only couple scooters out there that have turn signals. That would be Nanorobot D5 Plus, eMove Cruiser, anything in Speedway 4, I think Speedway 5 as well. Anything with that Speedway base will have turning signals, but they're very low and you can't really see them. So there's really nothing out there that's good. They make something that goes on your handlebars. They got some helmets. We're going to test some of those things out and give you the down and dirty on that stuff. All right. Next question. Nathan asks, why did you guys decide to make it front wheel drive?
So we have two scooters.
Yep.
This is a dual motor. It's
Yep.
not front wheel drive. So there's a motor on the front end wheel. We have a smaller scooter that is a front wheel drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any reason? He's asking maybe why you decided front versus rear. I've had that question before.
Yeah.
Do you?
Don't have a good answer for you. There are pluses and minuses to both.
Yeah. Could do really cool wheelies on the rear wheel. And
you know,
careful.
Honestly, almost nobody buys our single motor.
Yeah.
Like everyone buys our dual motor.
You know, in our review, we kind of wrote that. We're basically saying like, man, spend that. If you're gonna spend $800, spend $900 and get the dual motor one, because it's way. You can put this into single motor, right? You just double click the that middle button right there, the power button, and that'll change it from single to dual. But man, the dual is just kind of like way more value, I think, and you get up to speed really quick, and you know. Okay. Next question. Can you guys talk about Unagi rental program? Can I cancel it at any time? This is Mansa Basir asking.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
We don't have a rental or subscription program yet.
Okay.
We're considering it and we're thinking about it. And we might launch something in Los Angeles early next year.
Oh, interesting.
You've heard it here first.
Is that right?
On Chuck
Wow.
It's a good
We're
chance.
like the Ariel Helwani of.
It's
Never
a
mind.
chance.
Nobody gets MMA jokes probably.
We're interested.
Cool.
In
Yeah.
exploring
Interesting. So what month should we
I do not know.
be curious about that?
I do not know, but
Okay.
sometime in 2020.
Is it going to be this scooter?
In LA as a launch for a test market,
Yeah.
yes,
Santa Monica.
it would be all of Los Angeles.
All at once.
Valet,
Okay.
pick up and drop off.
Okay. Oh, pick up and drop off.
So the concept here is that there's no commitment. It's a monthly rental. It's a subscription to the scooter.
Okay.
All maintenance and service is taken care of. When you want to subscribe, we bring one to your house.
Okay.
When you don't want to subscribe anymore, we pick it up. We have someone who drops it off at your house and picks it up. Any issue, any problem with the scooter, within 12 hours, we're at your house, giving you a brand new one, so you're always on the road.
So it's your scooter. Like you rent it, but you keep it.
It's a
until
subscription.
You don't want it.
Exactly.
Interesting.
You take it everywhere you go.
Okay.
It's your scooter.
Interesting.
And you subscribe instead of buy. So there's no financial commitment. It'll be about $35 a month with a $49 upfront fee.
Makes sense.
We're going to work out something pretty elegantly with theft. So if the scooter even gets stolen from you, there will be a nominal fee, maybe a $50 fee.
Okay.
So you're not at risk of having to shell out another $900 for a brand new scooter if your scooter gets stolen. And, we think this resonates with a lot of people. They don't want to worry. They want to be on the road at all times. Anything happens, we're there at your house with a brand new one. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you've thought about this a bit.
Many months of time have gone into this so far.
Okay.
So.
And LA, why LA?
Couple of reasons. Our warehouse is there and we have a lot of scooters sitting there.
Okay.
To test a market, just to test first.
Okay.
And LA is kind of the electric scooter capital of America.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Santa Monica or Venice, but you've never seen so many electric scooters in your life.
Yeah.
As you've seen in Los Angeles. So.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll have to
We're going to test it, and if the test goes well,
yeah.
We'll start rolling out in other cities.
How did is there news on this? How did this person know and I didn't know?
Maybe he saw a subscribe button on the site. We're kind of testing, engaging interest.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be a cool model. I think one of the cool things about this industry is that unlike the full sharing market, which is consolidating, we're still expanding. We see new scooters all the time. We're seeing new business models, as you just mentioned, all the time. And, it's quite an interesting field right now.
Subscription is interesting because it gives you the benefits of ownership and all the reasons you'd like ownership without the financial commitment.
Yeah.
Without worrying about theft and maintenance and all those things.
Also, for sure, and cheaper than leasing a car.
Absolutely.
Probably $400 or $500 a month.
I mean, when you think about it, $35 a month. By the way, you can finance an Unagi right now on our website for $35 a month, which is a great option. So go to unagiscooters.com and pick up an Unagi scooter today.
You can follow the link in our video. Say you follow the link in the video description.
Follow the link in his video description so that he can get some money for his hard work, which he does a lot of.
Thank you. And I just want to say we don't get paid to do this. David doesn't give me money yet.
Yes.
Some of that $3.4 billion we should get.
His link.
But we do have affiliate relationships with basically everybody.
If you want that discount, you've got to go through his link.
That's true.
So
use the coupon code.
It's only going to be live for a few weeks.
Yes. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, very interesting news. Super want to hear more about that in the future. Let's keep going on some more questions. What Omar Piane asks, what about steep uphill with an 85 kilogram or 187 pound person?
Yes.
Is that what you weigh?
So I'm 210.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
I'm
quite slender. I'm just very tall.
Very good.
Very tall.
That's true.
I go up this new V3 really steep hills.
Yeah.
And I'm 210 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed.
What?
You know,
How steep would you say?
I mean,
Any?
I would say at least 20-degree incline, which is steeper than most people
20
think.
degrees, very steep.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
almost as steep as some of the steepest hills in San Francisco.
It's steep, like that.
Can you go up some of the?
The one near my
steepest
house
ones?
is like that, and I go up.
Have you been up any of the streets in San Francisco that are like Potrero Hill steep, or like back of Lombard steep? That's probably 22% grade.
I have not, but
Okay.
you should shoot a video of me by this hill near my house.
Okay.
Me at 210 pounds going up this super steep hill.
Okay.
It's like a little billy goat.
Billy
We're
goat.
gonna nickname it Billy
That's
Goat.
great. The
You've
model.
heard that here
Yeah.
first.
The Unagi Billy
Unagi
goat.
Billy Goat.
Okay. Omar, I think I already showed you this, but we do one hill climb test. It's a 10% grade test. You could find that on our site, and I'll just show you one more time. I don't know if you saw this already, but it's up right now. 10% grade. You should check the commute that you're on, if how fast you want to be going. Now this is with me. I'm 165 pounds, so you're 20 pounds heavier, and so it will go a little slower for you for sure, right? But maybe a few percent, maybe 5-10% slower for you. But it got up that hill and it climbed up to a pretty quick top speed,
What we're really trying to design is the first magic carpet. It's powerful, it's fast, and incredibly light.
This show is getting off the rails right now. All right, so next question. How is the range? RevRide's asking, how is the range tested from Unagi, and what is the rider weight of your? I'm assuming that your test, which I don't know, is probably 15-16 miles. I'm assuming.
Yeah, and like everyone, whether it's boosted, they test in eco mode. We all test best case scenario.
Yeah.
You could get 15 miles on the scooter if you're in the slower speed in the eco mode,
Like
which is one motor.
10 miles an hour, less.
I think probably a little faster.
Okay, most websites that they'll tell you they test around 9 or 10
Yeah.
with actually I think usually it's 160 pounds.
I mean, truthfully, I always ride in dual motor top speed.
Yeah.
I always do
Locked
that.
or unlocked?
Even when I don't need dual motor and
Yeah.
I'm in the flats, I just ride that way because it's rare that I put in more than like 6 miles in a day.
Yeah.
And it lets me ride in full blast mode,
Cool.
in a day.
Okay.
So
And then do you know rider weight for that test?
I think we used 165.
Yeah, that's typical. That seems like
Yeah.
what I find a lot. Okay. It's probably on your site. I know
It
if
is
you
on
go
our
to
site.
the detailed stuff, you guys
Although we
have
haven't
a lot
updated
of
with all the
info.
new specs for the V3.
That's what I also wanted to mention. I don't know if you've
It's gonna
What I
happen.
heard is
It's
that the
gonna
V3
happen.
is actually what's shipping. That was what Jeremy told me.
Yes, we only ship V3s.
So right now, Unagi, you don't see V3 on their website. V3 is what I guess you guys use internally.
V3 stands for internally our version 3. We still call it the E450. Our website said that it's 450 watts.
Yeah,
it's actually 500 watts.
It's also a couple pounds. It's 26 pounds, so it's not 22 and 24, I believe, were the old ones.
We've added a few more pounds for a lot more power and range and torque. Follow all the data on his site. His site is up to the minute. Follow the link on his site, and you'll only get the newest, fastest, most powerful.
Shout out to Justin for handling our website.
Booyakasha, Justin. I'll be Ali G here.
Nice. We're gonna get you some chains. All right. Vienna, we know who that is. Kind of smart, she says. Like an iPhone program or car lease. Yeah. So LA people probably like new stuff too. Yeah. So it is kind of like the car. I think she's referring to the leasing program that sounds like you guys are doing, but you're not. But like we're not officially announcing it, but we're talking about it. But it is a pretty interesting program.
We're still working out the details.
Cool. And Spence Nguyen says, thanks for answering my last question, Dave. I was also wondering the reasoning behind the solid tires instead of maybe tubeless pneumatic ones.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only answer one question per person. No. These are all about trade-offs. This tire is puncture-proof. What we've heard from so many people riding pneumatics is when they pop, they're a nightmare to service. They're very hard to take off and put on by the end user. They're not as reliable. And coming out the gate with our first generation scooter, we just wanted something that was bulletproof for people. They wouldn't have to worry about it. Pneumatics do offer a little more cushioning. We think it's worth the trade-off to not have to worry about a puncture. You know, it's all about trade-offs and different things for different people. You know, I definitely see advantages to pneumatics. I'd like a nicer, softer ride, but God, if it popped, which they do, they all do, you know, you're going to have to deal with it. So,
yeah,
anyway.
For sure. Yeah, trade-offs. I know a lot of people, like you know our stance on pneumatic versus solid.
I mean, here's the problem. You have a bike that pops a tire on a pneumatic. You have 20 bike shops in your neighborhood. You could bring the bike in and get it fixed.
Yeah.
Even a lot of the guys that sell the pneumatic scooters, you know, I have friends at Paragon Sports in New York, one of the biggest sellers of scooters in New York City. They stopped selling Xiaomi because they just couldn't deal with servicing them.
Yeah.
How do I say that? I mean, you say
I say
it's like
Xiaomi
tomato.
Well, so my fiance is Chinese. She says Xiaomi.
I'll
I
follow
say
her.
Xiaomi.
I'll follow her. I'll follow her lead.
All right. So yeah, and you know, I'll say, of course, you know, pneumatic for certain things, of course, is better. But there are people who are changing the tires on the Xiaomi to not. If you ever look up Xiaomi tires on like Amazon, the first 30 links are all people changing them to this kind of hybrid waffle air pocket tire type.
People tell me they have to put their tires in microwave ovens to get the rubber soft enough to get the tire on.
So we're working on some videos for helping people change the Xiaomi tires. I busted my rear tire on the Xiaomi Pro during our range testing. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to like make that video yet, but we'll do it. And it is an issue. And so I guess the other thing, just because, you know, safety is a thing, I would just be careful. I think in good terrain, on, you know, in dry conditions, you're fine with a tire like this. It's not going to form fit to the road like a pneumatic. So if you're riding in rain, be very careful, right?
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Cool. Anthony Prokopol says, I have the Gleon and the ride is great for the first 2 miles, but the power drops off. I thought he was going to say something about the suspension and tires, because that's... the ride is great for the first 2 miles, but then the power drops off drastically after that. Is it Unagi different in that regard? 2 miles?
The guy who lives across the street from me bought the Gleon. I tried to convince him out of it. People get sold on the dolly that they can carry it around with those little casters. It's very gimmicky. The rest of the scooters, not great.
There is a
I'm
new
being
version
generous.
coming out. There's a new version coming out.
This is a whole nother level. And the truth is, the only time you need to carry a scooter is when you're going up and down a stairs. Otherwise, you just push it. You just open it and you push it. It's got 2 wheels. It's real easy to push around on when it's horizontal. Yeah. And so the casters, it's, you know.
Okay. I'll say, just because, I want to be politically correct. I agree mostly. I also think that if you're on rush hour BART, which is, I believe, how the Gleon was, it was made by a guy on the BART. I think he's somewhere in San Jose, Santa Cruz, something like that. If you're a sardine, then you would need to put your scooter upright, and then you have a harder time. If you're a sardine on basically like right now, if you're commuting right now and it's 6 o'clock, it's nice to have your scooter fit that big, the square foot of that big.
There's the cat.
Yeah, there's Watson. I don't know if you can see. Oh, let's make it big, because Watson's been bugging us. He always does. Watson, come here. Yeah. So we'll just leave him there.
By the way, our scooter does great on the subway standing up.
Yeah, so you can put subway standing up. And the thing is, like, when you're carrying it up, sometimes you don't have an escalator and you got to go up 3 flights of stairs to get out of BART. That's when this scooter will shine. Absolutely. Okay, great. And then you didn't answer the question about how does the power drop after the first 2 miles?
there is no power drop. It's unnoticeable in 2 miles. Maybe after 6 to 7 miles, you'll start to see a power drop. I see zero power drop.
Yeah. So we have the data on this, and actually there are certain scooters that really do keep their power up even after like a half. So typically, right, half of you're gonna get voltage drop on any scooter. Is how they work. Maybe the hill climb will probably drop, but you don't really notice it if you're going 15 miles an hour. So when I do the range test, I keep all the data. We use race logic data. And when I'm looking at the graph of my entire, 8.5 mile range test, up until just about the very end, then you'll get the range, the power drop, right? The scooter will go to a red little bar, right? You do get a power drop then, but it's not at 2 miles. It's probably more like 6, 7 miles you'll start to get a power
The
drop.
use case for me, just like my Teslas, I often ride them right to the edge where I know like I'm running out of battery.
Is that what you do?
And so like I come home, and I did a couple of days ago, I was down to like 1 bar.
Okay.
And I still made it up that painful little hill right in front of my house. That's my big test.
Yeah. Is that what the beeping is for? Because I know
it'll start to beep.
It does a quintuple.
It starts to increase in frequency. Yep.
Okay, and then that's a voltage power.
Yeah,
thing.
it's a sign that you're getting close.
Yeah, and you can still go about another mile. I got about another mile after that happened. So it's kind of like on your car when the gas light comes on.
Yeah.
It's the audible gas light. Plus you have the bars turn to one bar, and then it also goes red. And then you need to get home. But you can, at the end of my range test, I just kick the scooter home because that's what happens every time I range test. It's great.
You're the only guy I know that actually does real range tests, so kudos to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We try our best. Patrick Lane is saying, by the way, Chuck, we're all going to crash your wedding. Okay, that's... well, that would be interesting. Maybe we'll have an after party. You can ride here on your eMove Cruiser. You don't want to know how long of range that one gets. That one gets a lot of range. Anyway, but it's heavy. But it's good. It's good. Okay, Rev Rides. And hey, Patrick, it's always good to see you here. Let's see here. Rev Rides. Waiting for my wedding invite, Chuck. Okay, let's get off the wedding stuff. We'll see.
I gotta go, guys.
Weddings are expensive. Okay, Fun Group is saying, what's the best beginner electric scooter? That is probably, I know what David's going to say, so why don't you go first?
The Unagi is the best beginner.
Now, I'm gonna follow up to this question.
Your answer is going to be correct. It really depends on the use case.
Yeah.
Like, do you live in a city? Do you plan on using this for commuting? Mm-hmm. Do you need it to be portable? Do you want something bigger and more stable that goes fast? What are you looking for? We're all different. It's like saying to somebody, what's the best beginner car?
Yeah.
Yeah,
now I want to add something to this question, and that is, if you have $500 to spend, now what's the best beginner scooter? Because I think maybe there's people out there, right, that are in that category. Yeah. Maybe their first scooter, they're buying something that's 500 or less, and then maybe their second scooter they go to.
Although often...
Or there's we look at bucks,
a lot of times those $500 ones don't last so long. So I don't know.
What would you say?
I don't know.
I'm gonna press you one more time.
What's the? I will not answer that question.
Okay.
I'll leave it to him.
All right. So if you look on our site, you can go to best of. There's a best of section. You can also, I think the video description has a link to this. There's again, beginner is really dependent on your price range more than anything else, and then where your commute is, what kind of riding, how many hills, your road quality, right? And we have a video about how to find the perfect scooter where I go through every single stat and talk to you about why you would want certain types of tires and the size of just everything. So you can check out that video. We also have the ultimate guide to buying an electric scooter, which goes through that same stuff. If you're under $500, which I think a lot of new scooter owners are, although there are scooter owners that are spending $1,500 too, so it's not always like that. But we do have some guides, best under $600, and then also best under $300. There is a pretty good deal right now with GoTrax. Their $300 scooter is right now at $238 with our discount plus their Black Friday, which is basically kind of an amazing deal if you have $300 to spend.
Or for $35 a month with no money down, you can own this. Think about $35 a month. That's 2.5 Uber rides or Lyft rides a month. You know how much money you're going to save in your first month with no money down at $35 a month? You can own an Unagi.
There you go. There you go, fun rides. All right, moving on. Spence says, I'm going to test my luck with another questions. Any plans on making an electric bike?
No.
All right.
That's not for us.
Not for you guys.
There's a lot of electric bikes out there.
There is. Yeah.
A lot. And a lot of nice ones.
Which one do you like?
You know, the one that I covet and want, I keep forgetting the name. It's the one from England by the McLaren guy. It's the portable. It's beautiful.
It starts with an H?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Sounds like GoPro.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that one.
It's the one I want. I like a Strummer from Switzerland.
Yeah.
Those are very beautiful, rear motor. I also like some of the badass mountain bike ones, like Hymen. Okay. Hymen makes some really beautiful off-road.
Cool. Yeah.
You know.
We'll get you on one of the 100-pound scooters soon, and you can try. We can try those out.
Are they really 100-pounders?
101 pounds is the
No
Wolf
way.
Warrior. 150 pounds is the Dualtron X. Those are the two heaviest, I believe. We've tested both, although we have data on the Wolf Warrior.
Wow.
0 to 15 miles an hour, 1.9 seconds.
What about the Huntsman? Is it called the Huntsman?
Nah, you're thinking of the one in
one that was really
Oregon.
Off-road.
You're talking about the one in Oregon.
Just a badass off-road. Looks like a Hummer.
It's Works Warrior. Works Electric. The Hollyburn.
Hollyburn.
Yeah, they make 3.
Have you tested that one?
I need to go to Oregon.
See that? If I was an off-road guy,
they won't put that in the mail.
That one looks really cool.
That thing, I think, I don't know the weight on that. Actually, it's on our site.
I enjoy watching their videos.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty,
if I was an off-road
crazy
guy,
yeah,
and I was barreling through the desert and stuff, that
you should try Wolf Warrior or like Dualtron Thunder with the off-road grippy tires. We're gonna take that to the snow maybe this season and see how that goes. A couple more questions. We only have a couple minutes left because we are gonna cut this off in 3 minutes. So let's try to get through a couple more questions. KPB Hey, someone should come up with a crazy name and make me say it. Chuck, first time, new vers, Unagi still max. So I think what the question is the maximum weight really 220 pounds?
No, it's closer to 300. We've just updated on the site, maybe today, with the V3.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I jump pretty heavy on the scooter.
We don't recommend people over 300 because I just don't want to, but one of our most obsessed, passionate riders who rides every day is about 320 pounds, and he loves it.
Wow. How fast can he go on it?
I don't know.
Okay. Should ask him.
No, I should.
He has dual moter, 3.
Yeah. Well, he has everything. We love this guy so much.
You should have him reach out, and we'll get him on.
You want to talk to this guy.
Okay.
He's Scooter Yoda.
All right. Cool. Okay. Yeah. You know what? We didn't talk about waterproofing. John, I think, asked before.
Right.
Second question was waterproofing.
Yeah.
Do you have a rating?
No scooters. It's on our website. I forget, it's IP4.
X4? 54? Most
54.
Most are unofficially IP54.
So it is water resistant. Yeah.
Is it? It's like officially.
Yes.
Okay.
We tested it.
Okay.
It is not waterproof. I don't even know if there is a waterproof scooter.
I mean, proof, no.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So it's water resistant. I've ridden it in rainstorms. I don't like to ride any scooter in a rainstorm or in the heavy rain personally.
Yeah.
So it's when I get stuck.
Yeah, be careful.
It's when I get stuck in it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So answer the question. IP54 officially, which means you can go in the rain. Although again, with the tires, you really want to be super careful on turns in the rain, on leaves, anything. I mean, on any scooter, right? But especially, we just make mention of that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. So listen, we need to kind of wrap up. I want to thank David very much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you over here. David's a local, and they're doing big things over at Unagi, so like keep an eye on them. Also, if you're still watching, that means you're a super fan. Hit the subscribe button right now. Next week, Same time, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we are going to be showing off, and maybe we can try to make a video on the different scooters that we have coupons for Black Friday. So we've got a big list going already for Black Friday. Hopefully your 15% off can last through Black Friday, but we'll talk about it. We'll put you on the list if we can. And so what we'll do is we're going to show off and we're going to take questions primarily about the scooters for Black Friday. We'll try to get a video on that, so that'll be really fun.
Don't wait till Black Friday. It's now.
Yeah. Well,
we might not keep it.
That's true. Well, actually, I've never seen you guys
dealers.
do.
We don't discount.
Yeah.
We don't discount.
Yeah. You should.
Our scooters are already a killer deal.
Yeah, I've actually not really seen you guys do like too many.
We've never done
codes.
it. This is the first time for you ever.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming on. So tune in next week, everybody. Ride safe. Don't forget to wear your helmet. We'll see you next time. Good night and good luck.
Good night.
How do I end this thing?